We're on. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all PG here. No! And all the chocolate has kind of dulled my senses. I am fixing the sound. Don't worry. It's been wild. It's been absolutely wild, y'all. Sick of hearing about your sexy eggs. I know.
It's just offensive.
Well,
did it
now they
on
can hear
purpose.
you. They heard you just in time to insult me.
You played yourself.
We love that.
We love that. We're actually, that's what the whole stream is about, really. That's why we started the whole thing. Whatever you did over the weekend, and even if today was a bit sucky, I'm glad that you're here with us. I know that sounds a bit wishy-washy, but genuinely am. I've been looking forward to this all day. There's nothing like tormenting players. Having fun telling collaborative storytelling stuff together. D&D. And we are D8 Dungeon, and this is Rise of the Forsaken, Chapter 13, The Lost Sheep. And before we get into our next tale, a couple of things to go over very, very quickly. First and foremost is we have a little affiliate link with the Rook and the Raven. So if you're in the market for some swanky TTRPG accessories, customizable notebooks, whether you're a player or a DM, check out the Rook and the Raven. And if you use the discount code, I also love how there's a little ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum under me now as well. That's great. Thanks for that. If you use the discount code D8 Dungeon, you get 15% off your order, and a little bit of that, a little bit of the sale goes towards us and helps us do more things. We're currently in the middle of looking at upgrading our podcasting equipment, so that would be nice. It's going to be a little bit expensive, but we'll get there, and it'll be fine, and it'll be lovely. Do check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon, pretty much everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and we have a wonderful Discord community full of actually like some of my favorite people on the internet. None of these five, but other cool people are there. You can find them there. And
Not these nerds.
no. God, no.
I'm a little baby.
Oh, lads, I forgot to update my stats in my Rook and the Raven journal, and I'm just getting really excited by how good they are right now as I'm updating them.
Oh, I need to do that too.
Yeah, they've got the whiteboard bit.
We've got the whiteboard. We can just rip off all the old stats.
Cat, isn't it so handy?
Oh my god.
Wouldn't you love a journal, Declan?
I would love a journal. How dare you? It really vexes me that you all leveled up and you still throw it in my face.
That was
£500 for charity.
For charity, you can't slag it. You can't give out.
Everyone.
Yay!
Yay.
Do you know what? I'm gonna do my own charity stream where if we raise €50, I'll take a level off everybody, and then I'll just give 50 quid myself. Don't say I wouldn't do it. I took a level off of James in Romancing the Dungeon.
Oh, you're so
I had
mean.
just joined.
So mean.
He literally just joined. So all of that out of the way, and we'll catch up on bits and pieces as well at the end, because other shows and podcasts and stuff to talk about. But we've rolled for the recap, right?
Yeah.
Yay! Is this your first one?
This is my first one ever doing it. I'm not going to do it well, but
no, we'll
I've
be the judges
declared
of that.
it in advance. No, if it goes badly, then I can make it seem intentional.
I also could I make a suggestion? We didn't talk about this before stream, but I think this is fair, and I'll be putting a proviso at the end of this. So Emma, I'd like to see your hands up for 2 seconds as I say this. I think we should let chat decide whether the recap was worth inspiration. Whether it's the DM. Emma, put those hands back up. I can see Emma. My private detective has told me that Emma is 0 on fire. Might actually be you.
What? Who's your private detective? Is it Emma? Emma is 1 on fire.
Emma is 1 on fire. So chat, we roll a d6 at the start of every stream or just before the stream, and it determines which one of us, as a character or player or NPC, gives the recap for the session. So James is up this week for Umbra, and we would like you all to decide whether it's worthy of a inspiration. I couldn't remember what the word was. So take us away, Umbra.
Okay, so everybody pretty much got themselves killed again. That's kind of the main thing as far as I'm concerned, really. But no, we had, prior to last time, we had Mooney went to go get sandwiches. She's still getting sandwiches. She went quite some time ago. Turned out she wasn't getting sandwiches. She was getting kidnapped by Tilly Buckwheat. Not really kidnapped, but drugged anyway. It gets a little bit hazy from there. And they had a little chat underground, basement somewhere, maybe. They got rumbled or are in the process of being rumbled by Big Nasty Pirate Man's Big Nasty Pirate crew. Unclear as to whether or not they are also pirates. They could be land-based thugs. But while they were doing that, we were, again, dying mostly. Reggie mouthed it off, Nora mouthed it off, both of them nearly died. Diara didn't actually mouth off all that much, but she nearly died anyway, as is her wont. We went to dinner. The meat was a little dry, but otherwise it was mostly full of tension. We were told to retrieve a special book. It may or may not be a magic book. We gotta go north to do it. Is it north?
Gashlot. Yes.
I only operate in cardinal directions.
Yes.
We were provided horses for the trip. The whole thing seemed pretty sketch. We went to go say goodbye. Diara got like, it got a little flirty. I'm not gonna lie, it seemed a little flirty. But then while she was flirting with Big Bad Pirate Man, he turned around, he just shot some random person passing by, which was pretty dire. Not gonna lie. So we set off anyway. Rather than prolong that or kind of figure out the weird sexual tension, we kind of just left and went on riding for a while. He had kind of sent word to all the road-based thugs, separate to the town-based thugs or the pirates, that we weren't to be touched, which was going great up until we got into a clearing that, again, probably magical. Seems kind of magical. And Nora disappeared. She's gone. She's just gone.
Bye.
She had a good
We don't
run.
know. We don't know where. We don't know where. James can tell you that she's being hunted by manticores in a magic wood. Umbra can't tell you that. He can only, his knowledge only goes so far.
He's trying though. He's trying.
The end.
Yay! Clap, 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 clap.
I'm going to do a one-handed clap just because I'm multiple. glass
Sure.
of water in the other.
Is that fizzy water I heard you opening?
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. I realized I did that directly under the microphone as well. I was like,
I know. I just want to judge you on your use of fizzy water. Not a fan. Anyway,
it's lemon and lime.
okay, that's okay.
Oh, it's fine.
flavored.
It's
That's fine.
flavored. Notions of myself. It's flavored. Chat. What do we think? Are we given a thumbs up or for inspo, or are we? Is it no inspo this week? So I'll tell you what. Purple Heart, if you want to give inspiration to Umbra, and a Velociraptor. What is that emoji? It looks like a Velociraptor. It's PogChamp. I don't know what that is. I thought it was a Velociraptor.
I can't find the Velociraptor.
It's like a weird lizard with its mouth open. I don't know why I'm seeing that.
Oh, I see it. Yes. So Purple Heart for giving him inspo.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Oh my God, Zan. Oh my God.
Oh.
The shade.
Oh my goodness.
If I don't get it, I won't heal anyone.
Oh no.
And then it's on you if we die.
Brady
Okay.
Solna and Max said yes. And then Tread Softly and Eiley Cyrus, whoever they are, said yes.
They said
However,
really
Dovda
hot.
is very against it.
Only because he said he wasn't going to heal anybody.
I've threatened that too many times.
I like my
no,
emoji as well.
Yay.
Zan
Yeah.
used his as Zan used theirs as a demonstration of the emoji.
Okay, yes. Zan
And
has
then
given a purple heart.
Zan's
thank
given
you.
a heart.
Umbra, you can carry inspiration with you for that. Now, remember, it does expire at the end of the session. It does not carry forward into any other sessions. So maybe someone will eventually use it, but we've all forgotten that we've had it.
Yeah.
Never
I'm
actually
going to
is
use
correct.
mine on a death save.
Way.
It's funny that you said that. Okay, without further ado, we are going to start. And this is... We're going to catch up with Mooney and what she has been experiencing while the gang were dealing with Ferrin and the very rough, sexy trade pirates, apparently now. So we all have a bit of rough trade.
They're all wearing
It's Taika
Snickers.
Waititi. It's Taika Waititi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They all look like that now.
Yes, they all look like Taika Waititi. All of them.
we miss you, Moo Moo.
Oh.
Okay, so Mooney, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, already?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh my god. How does this work? +3. Oh no, that's not good. 7.
As you chase behind Seamus and Tilly, you find yourself having to drop very low. It's difficult to maneuver through the caves and passageways here. They're not. The ceilings on them aren't high at all, and occasionally you find your back scraping into the roof, or you scrape your knees or the palms of your hands against jagged rocks, and the salt water stings at them. But as you drag and crawl and claw your way through the passageways, the entire time you can hear the shouts from behind you. You can hear the hunters, whoever they are, whatever reason it gave Tilly and Seamus to flee, they are gaining on you. And your shawl, your dress, your underskirts, all of them are soaked with water and they're heavy. And you start to feel your muscles ache. You start to feel kind of a tiredness, and a cramp shoots up your left leg. Take a point of exhaustion.
Oh no, I'm exhausted. 1 point exhaustion. Oh dear me. Oh dear me, that's not good.
You start to see them drawing in on you, and as you continue to kind of move as quickly as you can, Tilly now gets off Seamus, and she's just, what are you doing? And
I'm not very fit. I'm sorry. I'm so big.
she just grabs you by the face. Just move! And she now kind of scuttles past you, like she goes by you, and she just starts shoving you, like she literally grabs your butt and just starts pushing you kind of as much as she's like heaving you. She's a halfling, and she's literally just like shouldering into and trying to help you move through the passageway. You can see Seamus up ahead, and he lets out kind of a bark, and just from inside your satchel, you just hear Brassica, go. You can do it.
Okay. You see, since we leveled up, do I technically get a long rest?
I believe I had said no the last time, but then the group were long resting because they were staying overnight in the fancy B&B that smelled of cat's piss.
But I wasn't. I was.
And you weren't. You were kidnapped. So
I was passed out though.
I tell you what, it'll qualify as a short rest.
That means nothing to me. Continue.
Okay. Passing out is not usually. I don't usually wake up refreshed after a good blackout session.
Oh no! Oh, do I want to do it?
Is there anything you were doing at the moment?
No, not yet.
Okay. Tilly just kind of shoves you, and the pair of you and Brassica stumble down a short, rough slope, and you skid. And as you kind of tumble, you see that Tilly's already kind of like, she like leaps onto her feet, and she starts looking around. There, and she's pointing up at a clump of rocks that set against the wall. Do something. Push him. You're big and strong and muscular, and like just push him.
Oh, you want me to push him down? I could do that if you want. Is it going to do like a big rock fall or something?
We can block the passage, and then.
Okay. Let's do that. Alrighty. I'm going to make sure that she's cleared out of the way, and I'm going to use the cantrip Mold Earth to kind of like loosen that little bit of rock and hopefully make it collapse down.
Yeah.
I can instantly evacuate a 5-foot cube of earth.
Okay, yeah. You
5-foot cube, that's big.
You're looking around, and immediately your eyes land on the passageway and the clump of earth and rocks, and you can kind of hear Brassica. He's saying something, and then you remember Brassica, badgers dig, and immediately you just rip your fingers into the ground in front of you, and it's muck. Where a while ago when you woke up, it was kind of sandy, and like it had kind of an earthy kind of sand. This is like mud and gravel. You bury your hands in and you pull a lump away, and as you do, a tremor just ripples out from you, and immediately over the roof of the passageway that you had just come from, you just see 10 tears just cut through the roof and towards the rocks, and the passageway crumbles in. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Let's see. Oh no, get away. Perception. That is +2. Oh, that's so bad. That is a 8. 9.
You okay. I'll just do this then.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. What's your AC?
Oh no! Oh, it's 10.
Oh no, you're fine. I for some reason I just assumed you weren't wearing. Like I thought you were like an 8.
No, my
So
constitution's good.
a 9. No, a 9 is it doesn't hit you then. As the earth just tears open, flying in through the crumbling dirt, and it hits a rock, and it's the reason why it doesn't quite make it through. A clump of earth hits an axe as it just comes flying in through the hole, and you just hear, "Fuck's sake! I almost had her!" And an axe, a small little hand axe, lands about 2 feet away from you to your right, and immediately Tilly just goes over and picks it up, and she holds it up, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna call you good luck," and she kisses it.
Who were those people?
Oh, I don't know those people. I assume they're here for you.
Oh God, I hope not. Do you think they're aiming an axe at me, or do you think they're aiming at you?
Well, judging where it landed, and she holds the axe up out right in front of her, and then you see her kind of shut her eye, and she sticks her tongue out a little bit. Based on the geography, yeah, that was definitely aimed at you.
Why would they be aiming it at me? I've not done anything
Well, you're a
wrong.
bigger target. You're easier to hit.
That is true now, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, we should probably get out of here then.
Yeah, and you see Tilly kind of looking around a little bit. I haven't a clue where we are.
Oh no, that's not good now.
I mean, we're underground.
Yeah, oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So maybe we should try and start digging our way up. I mean, what was this tunnel? Does it go anywhere? You haven't been down here, no? You just said that you don't know where you are.
No, but where there's an untraveled cave, there's unfound treasure.
I know. Speaking of which, you just lost all of your treasure back there. I mean, I'll have to go back for it at some stage, won't we?
You just see her go completely pale.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, if they're there for me, then I can just sort of leave them away, and then you can use all of your treasure to buy all these sticks that we needed to take back home, so it should be fine.
Yeah, and she's now scratching her back with the axe. You're pretty, and now she's waving the axe at you a little bit. You're pretty good with that there magic stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I was good with dirt. That'd be true. But no, I am kind of good with magic,
Oh.
It's kind of fun to do it. I don't know how to do it, but I do enjoy doing it now.
What other stuff can you do?
Oh, well, and she goes into her little bag and asks Brassica to hand out the little spell book. Could you pass me up the wee spell book there, Brassica? I want to show a new friend all of our wee tricks.
Sure.
Aye.
Do you want to put me in a glitzy costume and I can like half bow at you as we do so? Like you're...
I mean, I don't have a costume at the minute, but we can certainly find one if you want. I'd be scared if it's glitzy though, because it might get caught in your fur. So maybe something a wee bit more, streamlined would be better.
Are you implying that I couldn't pull off glitzy?
You could absolutely pull off glitzy, but it would probably end up pulling off a wee bit of your hair, I'd imagine. Like those sequences, they'd cut the life out of you.
And he kind of does that weird tumbling roll thing that cats do when they're on top of something that they want to get, and he bundles the book up into his paws, and then he just kind of holds it up to you.
Thank you.
1. You can do 1 trick.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions?
I don't suppose it'd be too much to blow her head off, would it?
No, I mean, I could probably have to get some rest before I could do any of those bigger things, but I don't think I'd want to do that, to be perfectly honest. I do kind of like it.
Well,
I've got the perfect one. I've not actually tried it before, but I think I'm going
oh, then
to
I'm
really
sure it's going to go swimmingly well.
Alright, hang on. Minnie takes the little book and she sits down and she kind of like beckons Seamus and Tilly to come over and sit beside her. She's completely forgotten about the people in the back of the stage. She's like, Dirt's here, out of sight, out of mind.
Tilly looks at Seamus, and Seamus kind of looks at her and then back at you.
Right, she flicks through her little storybook and she gets to one and it's illustrated with a bunch of cats playing the Cat's Cradle game with thread, like really nice pink thread. And she looks into the margins and sees all like the little haphazard, like little scrawls in the margin by some author. And she puts her hands together and she starts to cast and code thoughts. And she pulls out the Cat's Cradle. And like there's all the little images of her time with her siblings in Canuck. I can't even remember as a Canuck. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Of all the fun times in the Canuck village of the hunt and winning the prize and her brother beating Nullera in the wrestling and the tooth. Just creating the little Cat's Cradle of all these little images of her time with their siblings in Canuck. It's a new one. I don't think I'm very good at it yet, but...
Tilly kind of looks at it.
She tries a little bit harder and she does another Cat's Cradle and she pulls the pink glowing fey-like thread out and it's a picture of the orphanage as it was before it was burnt down. That's what it used to look like. That's the same house that you saw when we first met you. It looked a little bit nicer though than I remember.
Give me an insight check, Mooney.
Inside check. +2. 11. I don't like this dice anymore.
Tilly had kind of drawn closer, and as you first started kind of casting it and pulling the threads out, and kind of weaving them and twisting to kind of create this wonderful menagerie of memories. At first, she seemed captivated by it, but as the memories kind of unfolded and it became clear what you were conjuring, and then pictures or memories of the orphanage as it stood, her demeanor shifts slightly, and she kind of gets up and she starts to survey the small cavern that you're in. Seamus just kind of like lets out a low whimper.
Are you alright?
She doesn't talk about... She doesn't remember her mom and pop.
I don't remember mine either.
Yeah. Except you still had a family.
I did. I have a great family and they're probably really worried about me right now. I also had someone who was like a mum to me. And she'll pull out the little shard that she took from the cave back there, which she saw Ilaria in it. I don't suppose you know what this is.
You see Seamus kind of gives it a sniff, and his brow furrows for a moment. Brassica pops up out of the bag, and then he gives a kind of a whiff. Tilly seems completely uninterested. I saw it. It was just broken glass. It was just. I just thought I might be able to like sell it.
Where did you get her from?
A temple.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's as you have it in your hands, Mooney. You just see yourself in the reflection, like a shard of yourself.
Shows it right up to your face. Still nothing. She looks at it very sadly and just puts her back in her little bag another time. Maybe we should try and get out of here.
Oh yeah. I if we, this is. Tilly seems to be looking around a little bit. There's a passageway. This can go on a little bit further.
Okay. I wonder if I do know any other cool spells that might help. I mean, I could probably do another cave in, but it'll probably land on top of us, and I think that'd be quite intuitive, wouldn't it? No.
I don't really know if I want to be buried alive with you just yet. I don't know if we're there in terms of our friendship.
And I do like Greece, but I don't think it'd be helpful in this situation. So maybe we could just walk a wee bit and see.
Certainly. Tilly's whole demeanor has changed. Even when you were running for your lives, she was energetic and like there was a bit of a buzz off of her, even as she was shoving you down the passageway, Mooney. Now she seems a little distant. And Seamus has kind of sidled up beside her and is just I mean, he's not nudging her or nuzzling her around that, but he's just walking beside her, as you do. You just piping up from the bag. I think you might have, put your foot in it, Mooney.
I don't know how you did that. I'm not very good with people. I'm really not. I'm a lot better with animals.
And you're particularly adept at badgers, might I say. Now, how's about you cast Goodberry this time? And he pats his little tummy. I am absolutely famished.
I could probably do that. Let me see if I've got any charges left in my wee thingy. I'm sure I do. I don't know if I do. When did I last sleep?
I mean, other than blacking out, I'm not sure.
When did I last sleep? I don't think I've slept in a while.
Brassica grumbles. And then you hear his stomach just kind of do a...
I'm really sorry. I'm not useful at all.
Mooney?
Yeah. I didn't even get any sandwiches.
Come here.
Yeah.
Pick me up.
She picks him up.
Look at me.
Looks at him.
No, look at me in my eyes.
Looks at him in his eyes.
He just puts his little paws on your face. This. You see his eyes start to glow a little bit. Oh, this is gonna... I hate this. And then he starts to glow a little bit. And you recover 3 spell slots.
I recovered 3 spell slots. Oh my god. Like totaling 3?
Totaling 3, yeah.
Oh, yay.
The light that, the glow that emanates from Brassica washes over you and you feel a little bit rejuvenated. It's not a physical energy. It's not even a mental. This is something different. This is This is that source that you tap into when telling stories, when casting magic. And you feel that well just fill a little bit with water, with energy, whatever you want to imagine it as. And then you just see Brassica. Okay, I'm very, very sick now. Okay, so you're gonna put me back in this bag.
Of course.
You're going to ensure that I live.
Of course.
And then I demand at least one duck-feathered pillow
Duck-feathered pillow.
and half a rotisserie chicken.
Absolutely. I'll get you a whole one, of course.
I've noticed since we've been getting to know one another that my figure has been rounding itself out, and we're not quite ready for the winter months yet, and I'd rather not have this pouch hanging off of me. I'm gonna go for a nap now, Mooney.
Of course.
I won't be me for a little while.
What do you mean?
And as he says it, you see the glow just wash or fade from him, and you find yourself holding a carving, a wooden carving of a little badger.
Oh no. Oh, I turned him into wood.
Are you, until he looks back over her shoulder, are you... Oh, you turned what into wood?
I've turned my friend into wood. He's turned into wood.
Well, great. If we need a fire, then we've got some kindling.
No, I can't throw my friend into the fire.
I think it's what he wanted.
I don't think he would want that now. I don't think.
Then why would
like
he turn
that
into
at all.
wood?
I don't know. He just said that he wasn't going to be himself for a while, and then he just turned into wood. Oh no.
I'm starting to second guess this whole being buried alive thing. It might be less painful.
Or maybe if we bring him outside of the sunshine, he might not be wood anymore.
Fair point. Tilly continues on, and you can kind of hear her muttering to Seamus every now and again. It's a whisper. It's a muttered whisper, so it's very difficult to hear anything. But occasionally, Seamus looks back at you, and then she looks back at you, and they both start whispering to each other again.
Minnie's not even paying attention. She's just walking forward, just like holding this little wooden badger.
As you...
It's so dark in my room. I need to turn the light on. I'm so sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, it's just me. It's just me. I can only talk to myself. No!
Quick, Declan, bam, do a little dance.
Yeah, you can see me now. It's so much better.
As you continue forward through this passageway, Mooney, you start to feel the ground gets wetter, and that tiredness that has soaked into you is still very much there. It's a physical tiredness, and you can feel your muscles ache. And just when you kind of feel like you can't go on any longer at all, and the smell down here, it's freshly cut earth. That's what it smells like. It no longer smells like the sea and salt. It smells like mud and muck and stone. And you occasionally find roots catching, scraping at your face or snagging in your hair, tickling your ears a little bit. But a little way up forward, and you found there's a bit more room so that you're not crouched as much as you were. You're able to stand a little bit more, even if slightly haunched. You just hear, great. Okay, we get all this way, and there's a half buried. Can you do the, and Tilly just kind of turns kind of sideways and looks at you, and in front of her you see a half buried door. Can you
I
can
can
you
move.
do the
I could do that. I can do that. Oh, I'm useful again. And Minnie will go back over and the same as before. Use her what was the spell called again? Mold Earth. To move all the earth out of the way of the door.
great? And Tilly just kind of steps by and lets you kind of move towards the door. And as you place a hand on the wood, it's cold. The wood of the door is very, very cold and wet. And you wipe. And as you wipe, you feel the earth just kind of around the door frame move as if magically being wiped away, mimicking your action. And the dirt is just pushed away. And the door falls in. Inside, it's very, very dark. There is a hole in the ceiling about 15 feet up, and there's a little bit of light coming into this. It's not a cavern. It looks like a house almost. It looks like a burrow or a den. You can see Tilly just darts straight past you. Whatever we find, whatever we put our hands on, that's ours. That's the way it works. Whatever I find is mine. Whatever Seamus finds is his and mine. And she just bolts past you and starts looking around.
Okay. I wonder, can I do that again? She looks around. I don't think I can. I was gonna cast detect magic, but I can't. Boo. Minnie will just she's not interested in anything. She's just gonna slowly, with her little wooden badger under her arm, just walk around the perimeter, have a little look around.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation check. Where's my dice? Investigation. Oh, +5. But with disadvantage, 15.
Okay. That is pretty good.
It's better.
As you maneuver around, it's not... It kind of reminds you a little bit, Mooney, of the hut that you and Umbra and Diara built as kids.
Oh.
You couldn't build a treehouse because Umbra was afraid of climbing up into the tree. So instead you built a treehouse under the shade of a tree using some of the branches and overhang to kind of help form the house. And any spare bit of furniture, any broken bits and pieces that Mr. Sapris or Mrs. Sapris were willing to give you from the house that you borrow, you outfitted it. And it was where the three of you played house. You all took turns being the mothers and the fathers. So one was the child. And it was like at first there's this wave of kind of nostalgia and happiness that kind of wells up inside you as you see it, because this place looks like that. It looks like it's somebody's attempt at making a building into a home. You can see a fairly old, rickety, very dilapidated armchair. You can see a table, a cot, a cooking pot, a place under that hole. You can see that there's like a little, that's where the cooking pot is set over a very wet looking fire pit. Whoever had this, whoever lived here, and it looks to be someone lived here. There's no there's no way they've been here for quite some time. And that memory, you feel the thread of it sort of twist around in your mind. And you remember Nulra and Redmond invading the treehouse. They called it a fort. They called it Fort Sad Snaps. It was the place that the three of you called a home, and the mud wars that would happen with the three of you chucking clods of dirt out of the house and then pelting the hut with muck. About a 10-day after you had built and you'd had your fun, Bernard Deirdre and his gang destroyed it.
Of course they will.
And that memory, as painful and as annoying as it is, it catches. And then you remember the orphanage. You remember the Red Orchard.
No.
And you remember literally only days ago, Ilaria begging and crying for all of you to just come home and to let it be the way it was. And the memory just gets cold and the thread gets tight. And your eyes land on the armchair, and just half covered by a very soggy, damp looking blanket, you catch the edge of a journal. You see Tilly in the far corner. Herself and Seamus seem to have rooted out some food, and she turns to you with kind of a mouthful, and she goes, You want some? I think it's dried fruit.
No, I don't think I'm very hungry at the minute. She slowly walks over to the journal.
Lovely.
Okay. She goes and uncovers the journal and picks it up. A little shard feeling heavy in her bag.
Tilly kind of watches you, like half holding the jar of this. It looks like tree bark. Like it looks, but she's just not. So is Seamus. Herself and Seamus are just chewing on it. It could be tree bark. It could be jerky. It could be fruit strips. It could even be poisonous mushrooms. But she's just chomping away on it, and so is her wolf companion. And she's watching you as you move towards the chair, and you just hear, "What's that?"
I don't know. It looks like a wee book.
Oh, boring.
Okay.
Unless there's money in it. Is there? Sometimes people put money in books.
I can check and see.
I mean, I don't, and I don't do that. But some people hide their stash in books.
Minnie's half paying attention, and she looks at the book. She starts like very, very carefully flicking through the pages. Does anything stand out? Anything familiar?
The book is almost in tatters. And not just the pages are loose, but also whatever damp, whatever moisture has gotten into the binding and into the pages itself, and a whole deal are just a mess. The pages, the ink has run in them, but there are 4 pages you have found, Mooney. And one of the earlier pages seems to have been kind of caught, like stuck between two, and a little pocket formed protecting it. And the book is actually a diary. And this particular page details an event where the author who has signed the bottom of the page as Fargwill, he writes, having retreated into the woods and spent several 10 days on his own, reconnecting with his magic, reconnecting with nature, it seems that Olam, or one of the gods, sees fit to try him. or gift him or curse him. He seems to be debating this. While out traveling in the woods, he stumbled across a nest larger than any bird's nest that he had seen, but unlike a nest of any feathered creature that he would know. And in it, he found two kitten-like creatures, two cat-like creatures, but their tails were leathery and hardened. A later entry seems to be a catalogue, or at least a description of these creatures. He's identified them now. He has kind of come to understand what they are. They are still kittens, though coming into the later stages of it. They are brother and sister, and he has named them Avarix and Navish. Avarix, Avarix, and Navish, Navish. He identifies them through their coloring. Avarix being burnt red and mud brown with lime green eyes, and Navish grey and purple with yellow eyes. Wherever he goes, they follow him. They seem to have bonded with him the way that they would bond with their den mother or sorts. So they have, they seem to be displaying all the very different characteristics as to what he would know manticores to have had, or at least have heard about. The third entry you have found is much later. It seems to be about 2 or 3, and the writings, the writing looks a little bit more alarmed. It doesn't look as coherent or as well written. This journal entry is much shorter. He writes, "The twins have grown more powerful and violent. They killed a local woodsman and his wife. Vargwil seems to be quite distressed as he has seen and learned of postings in local towns looking for hunters or adventurers to come and slay the beasts within the woods." The final entry is, it seems to be addressed to somebody. It's written to someone. "This will be my last entry. I find my days growing shorter, my eyes heavier, my bones weaker. I have done everything in my power to protect my children. My sweet Avarix and my brilliant Navish. I have only ever wanted the best for them. It saddens me to think that without my aid, the world would only see them as monsters, as terrifying creatures, and not the kind, caring, and loyal companions they are. I have spent the past few months researching, and if you have found this, know that what I did to save them. Only those with a strength to face them and bring them peace will be able to enter their territory." And the journal entry seems to document. Give me an Arcana check, Mooney.
Oh, Arcana check. Oh, it's going to be a disadvantage though because I'm sleepy. Arcana. Oh, +7. Oh no. 11.
You're not quite certain. He makes the entries that make mention of a spell, and you don't know it, and just out of game right now, Brassica would be ideal for this, but he is currently a little paperweight.
No.
You do recognize a symbol on the page. It's the same symbol that was on that vial that Umbra took, that Tilly stole. The goddess Duvda, the broken hourglass. And the journal writes that her symbol, her power, her blessing was used and etched on 4 old oak trees in conjunction with magic to effectively allow the manticores to pass without trace, utilizing the magic in a way that had never been used before. And Fargwell seems to have tried to create a space that only his children can live within until somebody of strength is able to pass through. There's no more entries.
Minnie very, very carefully just closes the journal and just turns to Seamus and Tilly. I don't suppose you know much about any manticores in the area.
What's that?
It's like a wee cat, but it's got like a leathery tail. I'm sure they're very cute.
Tilly kind of looks at Seamus, and Seamus kind of looks at you, at Tilly, and then back at you. No.
Why? Because this guy here, I think he might have lived here. When he looks around, is there any like human remains?
You don't see any.
And she gives a very abridged version of what she read in the books. She's sitting down in a little armchair while she does it.
So manticores, they're bad, yeah?
I don't think so. I think they're just like wild animals. So they're not bad, just misunderstood.
No, it killed that man and his wife.
I know, but I'm sure they didn't do it out of badness. Probably just did it because they're hungry or something. That's what animals do. They kill when they're hungry. It doesn't make them bad.
And Tilly just kind of looks at Seamus and then starts like shoving another whatever the hell she's eating out of the jar into his face, and then just kind of opens his mouth and just starts making him kind of chew it.
So yeah, I think these manticores might have, killed a man and a woman, not out of badness, just because, it's what they do. And a bunch of the town people got very angry about it. So maybe we should try and find them and, make sure they're okay.
Are you suggesting we go look for 2 killer manticores?
No, but here's the thing. If we make friends with the manticore, maybe they'll join our army about, taking back Cove. They can go around and kill all the bad people for us.
Tilly sits down on the ground and kind of crosses her legs a little bit. And she just takes out kind of 2 sparking stones. And she just, hi. And she's now kind of like with the sparking stones in one hand, a jar of them, the jar of fruit jerky under her right arm. She just pulls a clump of fur out of Seamus and she starts to spark to get it to light. And then she starts looking around for stuff that she can burn. Well, we could go look for those killer manticores tomorrow, I suppose, if you want. But I'm not gonna be the one to enlist them. You have to do that. You seem to have a way with things.
Maybe I could talk to them. I don't know. I've never spoke to a manticore before. I wonder if they are like the same of like animals. I wonder, can I speak to them? I'm sure I could.
And if not, I'm sure that you're big enough that the two of them could be distracted eating you while Seamus and I make our escape.
Oh no, I'm sure you will stay around and help, right?
Sure.
Do you want any help with lighting that? I'm awful good with fire.
Yeah, what have you got to burn?
Well, I don't have anything to burn, but I can set it on fire if you want.
Sure.
Don't do firebolt. Don't do firebolt. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's gonna be too much. No, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't do firebolt.
Do firebolt.
I don't want to do firebolt. It's like 1d10 damage, and she's so small.
Well, we can, you can do it to the extent of just like setting something on fire. If you want to burn the chair or something like that, you can always aim it at the chair and burn the chair.
Can I do that? Can I do a non-lethal firebolt?
Yes, non-lethal firebolt.
Yay.
You're using, one of those little distant, little lighter things.
Small bolt,
yeah.
Baby firebolt.
Kind of dragging the chair over a little bit towards the hole so at least the smoke can go up. Tilly kind of watches as you conjure flames at the ends of your fingertips. The flames swirl around, coalescing into one, and then immediately explode forward, strike the chair, and engulf it. And a little plume of smoke, and there's a weird stench of damp that rises up off it as well at the same time. But it moves up through the hole in the ceiling until he just okay, yeah.
Oh, that was probably a wee bit much.
No.
I'm still learning.
At least we're warm now. Still time to... And she's gesturing at Brassica. In case we run out of...
Oh, I don't think I'd want to do that. But she looks at her little Brassica wooden boy. God, it's never happened before. I've never seen a badger turn into wood before.
Have you always had that badger?
I've only we've only known him for a few days. But he's like part of the family now. He's been with me through all this stuff.
What about that fella with you?
Which one? There's two of them.
The good-looking one.
She looks at Brassica again. I don't know which one that would be. I'm sorry.
The stout little muscular one.
Richmond, that's my brother. Do you fancy my brother? Do you want me to talk to him for you?
No.
You do.
No.
How you do?
And
Happy birthday.
Seamus sits out a little. Seamus sits out kind of a little.
That's
no,
Richmond.
I don't
He's my
fancy
brother.
him.
He's really nice. I think you two would get along really good. He makes the really nicest mason jars.
Oh.
They're made out of stone.
He makes stone jars.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest exports of Knock.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to get you one?
Of his mason jars.
I'm sure he's got one on him. I could ask him to give it to you personally.
No, I was just like he just looks very strong. Is all.
What? She makes her little cat's cradle again and makes little different like memories that she has of Richmond.
And she sinks into herself a little bit again. Mooney, you see her whole body language change as you flash up these memories.
Are you okay? You got a wee bit sad earlier when I did this little trick.
You might have guessed, but Christoph's not my dad. Me and well, I didn't know them. They died when I was a baby. Christoph said they and some of the townspeople tried to take back Cove. And they didn't win.
I'm so sorry. That's very sad.
Yeah, no, I didn't know them.
I know, but they knew you. And I'm sure they would have loved to knew you longer. It's sad that they never got the opportunity to.
What's your passive perception, Remy?
My passive perception. It is skills, abilities. I don't think it's very high. Gosh darn it, where do I even see? There we go. It is 12.
When you say that, when you say maybe they wanted to get to know you, you see she just kind of grabs the edge of her sleeve and she just kind of rubs her eyes, and catching just at the edges there are tears. No, it's fine. Like I've got Seamus and I've got my business and I've got my rebel army that I'm going to use to. I don't know we weren't even on stream and okay, never mind. Smooth. That makes no sense to chat whatsoever, but it doesn't make a difference. That was very sweet. She there's no use crying over dead parents. It's like Seamus always says. His parents are dead too. And she just kind of, yeah.
Really? Chips to
Yeah.
Seamus. Wow. That's really sad as well.
Well, it's gonna sound weird, but they killed them and they ate them. Like I mean,
You see, and it's not a bad thing for you to do. Just some animals just go around and just start killing, all right then.
no, I didn't eat my parents. The people in Cove.
Oh, I completely misunderstood. Yeah, I thought you said that you killed and ate them. You know, some wolves do that.
That's a misconception.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
we
really?
don't do that.
Oh, because I saw one do that once. Just ripped the throat right out of it. Yeah.
And then just had a good old stomach full of wolf throat. Then I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah.
No. God.
I'm gonna go over to the corner and let the two of you do that. She does fancy your brother, by the way.
Well, absolutely, of course she does. I mean, look at the big beamer on her.
What's he said?
Oh no, he said that. Oh no, he didn't actually say that he killed his parents, but yeah, I know a lot of dead parents around here.
Well, you're nobody in Cove if your mom and dad aren't dead. That's what I always say.
Wow. Oh. But yeah, so we're going to take over Cove again, aren't we?
We are, and then there might be more dead parents.
Ah, yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
You're really fucking weird.
I know, I really am. I think this is the longest conversation I've had with someone that wasn't my siblings. And even then, my conversations with them don't last much longer either.
Does that mean we're friends now?
Means we're family. Yeah.
No, I might go back to the whole bury us alive thing.
We can start with being friends.
Yeah, I think
that's a good start.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over there to Seamus in the corner now. You've made it weird.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
I'm
Good
gonna
night.
sit here with my wooden badger and try and fix him. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try. Alright, bye.
Okay. And she kind of looks at you. She looks at the badger and then moves over to Seamus, and she kind of wedges herself down into him, and he just puts kind of a paw around her, and she nuzzles into his fur. And the two of them try and go to sleep.
Minnie's gonna wrap up her little brassica up in her shawl and swaddle it a wee bit and put it beside her, and she's gonna keep watch for a little while.
As the night kind of drifts on, Minnie, and you spend a little bit of it, dusting Brassica, cleaning off his little paws because you put him on the dirt for a second and got a little bit of muck in his paws.
Oh no, his beans.
Yeah, his little beans. The night kind of passes fairly uneventfully, and the chair has kind of burnt down into a smolder, and there's a little column of smoke kind of spiraling up into the night sky. And overhead, you can kind of, as you peer out, you can just see kind of the stars above, and you can hear the wind brushing through trees. And for the first time in a very long time, you are going to sleep without Nolra or Diara in the room.
Oh.
And it's strange. It's strange because as much as you give off about Regiment and his snoring, Nolra is she can bellow just as good as your brother. And Diara hums in her sleep. And the house creaks. And it's very hard to have sleep catch you. And it does finally. You feel your eyes getting heavier, and as you kind of cradle Brassica in your arms, you're only kind of half imagining his fur. You fall asleep.
Yay.
And it's that strange... I really shouldn't have looked at the WhatsApp group. It's that strange... God damn it! Not going to be able to unsee that now. Thank you, everybody. It's a manticore holding some spaghetti and meatballs. As sleep comes to you, Mooney, as long as it took for it to settle in, it doesn't take more than a whisper to pull you from it.
Oh no.
And you just hear, Mooney,
Yes.
Mooney, wake up.
She wakes up.
And the shard of mirror is in your hand.
She looks at it.
Mooney.
Is it Ilaria's voice?
Ilaria is staring at you from the other side of the mirror. She's in the same room. The man that was there with her is standing at a door, and he's saying something, but you can just see her, and you just see fear on her face.
Hi. Where are you?
Mooney, I don't have time. Your sister, Mooney. Nora is...
No, it's too real. It's too real. No. I can't hear Hilaria.
You have answers.
No.
And did I cut out?
You can't
So bad.
completely.
Just utterly.
You cut out as soon as
Oh, imagine that would just be dramatic effect.
awful. I thought you were doing that for real.
No. Actually, it wasn't. I'm glad it kind of played out. Sorry, chat. That wasn't me. That's just my crappy internet. Sorry, chat. I'm evil, but I'm not that evil. Sorry.
Oh my God,
I'm
no,
not that
I thought that was
evil.
too
I
much.
actually
Like,
am
what
that
did I
evil.
do?
Oh, sorry, where did it cut out? Sorry.
All of it, literally, as soon as like she started
All of it.
speaking
Okay,
again.
great. She just you see Illyria kind of looking back at you, and she just, your sister, she's in danger, Mooney. I cannot, and she looks over her shoulder, I cannot interfere at this time. For any of you, you're on your, as much as I want to be there, I can't save you this time.
Well, we're fine. But where are you? Who is that? What are those potions? Should we drink them, or are they more like a Slav kind of thing?
When the time is necessary, drink it.
Drink it.
But please be careful. You're not ready for the power that will unleash.
Oh God.
And you just hear, boss, we need to go. It's not safe here anymore. It's not safe for you. And it sure as shit is not safe for me anymore. I love you, but we have to go. Mooney, find Nulra.
Why?
Save her.
Okay, from what though?
And you just see Illyria kind of scoop down, and she kind of moves from the mirror for a moment, and you just see this wall glowing in silver and gold. And she's holding something in her hand. I love you. And she throws sand at the mirror.
Oh,
And the shard in your hand turns to dust.
oh, I love you too. I'm still a bit angry at you, but I still love you.
Who are you? We had talked about the friends and family thing. I've just started to like you. I'm not really prepared to say I love you just yet. And it's very early, first thing in the morning.
Oh, I'm
What
really...
happened? Are you all right?
I don't know. That shard thing.
The mirror.
Yeah, it was a mirror. I was talking to my mum on it. I mean, not my mum, but the woman who raised me at the orphanage. I saw her in it.
Huh?
And I don't know where she was, and I don't know who she was with. It was a very nice room, but it looked a wee bit expensive for what I remember Hilaria liking. But she said that my sister's in danger and we should go and find her.
So, just so Seamus and I have this clear,
Yeah.
your mom, sorry,
Oh, yeah.
your
Adoptive mom.
your adoptive mother spoke to you through a mirror
Yeah.
and
Was it-
told you that your sister is in danger and you have to help her.
Yeah. I saw her before on it as well. The first time.
Okay, either I've eaten too much of the fruit jerky or you've not eaten enough of it.
Oh. You don't remember where you got this from. You said you got it from a temple.
Yeah, but like the same way I get all my stuff from temples. No, I'd have to think about it.
Okay. I don't suppose it was a temple to like Bass or something like that.
Oh no. I didn't even get near her shrine before that hunter and his party were on my chaps.
Were you going there? Was that like on your agenda?
On a pilgrimage, like I was saying to you, on a pilgrimage where I would help myself to a holy relic so that I might become a better person and have the money to hire mercenaries to
Aye.
take back the town.
Oh god. Well, this just gets weirder and weirder. I've had a really weird week. Like the weirdest week.
Seamus noticeably rolls his eyes.
Well, what time of the day is it?
It's kind of first crack of dawn.
I suppose we should be going. Don't know where we're going though.
Well, we can't really go back the way we came, so...
Need to find my sister. I need to find my whole family actually.
Well, I'm sure they're all safe and sound in the arms of the ruthless, murderous Captain Ferrin.
Oh god.
Maybe that's the danger she was talking about.
Oh no, then I do have to go back.
Yeah. And, well, how about we... And she kind of points up at the hole first.
Yeah, let's get our bands first.
Okay.
God, I don't know what to do. Maybe we can go get those manticores to help us. Maybe they can save Nala. Maybe they're going to be strong enough.
Or maybe your mom was talking to you how, that maybe they were the danger and that maybe you should not go near the evil manticores that kill people.
Not out of badness.
Out of hypoglycemia, apparently.
Oh no, I think these manticores might be alright. The guy seemed pretty fond of them. Oh no, I killed him. Oh, he's really fed up with me.
Why don't you give me a boost up?
Alright, boost.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, for the again, because you were on watch, it's a short rest.
Oh no, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. Oh, okay. So I'm still exhausted. Let me die. Oh no, that was a natural one.
Okay. You go to boost Tilly up, and as you do, like your arms crumple as she puts a foot into them to step up, and she falls back on her arse.
Oh no. I'm really sorry. I'm just so tired.
No, I've gotten myself out of worse scrapes than this. And she starts kind of running around in her backpack a little bit. Okay, we'll try something different. Okay, you look like the praying kind, right? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. And she takes rope from her backpack, ties it round an arrow, I'm just going to fire this up into the air, and we are just going to hope that it hits something, and something strong enough, and hopefully not a manticore, and we can climb up out of here.
Right.
Okay. How's that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Good. Okay. Ignore my cats being feral in the background. That's the manticores.
Yay! Babies!
Okay, that is a 17 plus plus 5. That is 22. With technically that disadvantage. So okay, that's still a 19. So she takes a step back and kind of out next to you a little bit, Mooney, and with her short bow ready, she fires, and you just see it shoot up straight out of the hole, and the rope kind of spirals with it, and then there's a thud a second later, and she gives it a couple of yanks. Okay, so why don't I go up first, and then I'll tie it around something maybe a bit more secure, and those of us of the larger frame should be able to then...
What about Seamus? How's he gonna get out of here? Is he just gonna...
Good point. Why don't we tie... When you're coming up next, why don't you tie the end of it around Seamus, and then we can just haul him up right after.
Right. Like a sort of pulley system.
Yes. In that you'll do the pulleying and I will supervise.
I've got an idea. It's not a spell that I've not used yet, but maybe it'll actually work.
Are you going to grease up the wolf?
I'm not gonna go. Oh. No, I won't do that. Oh no. Yeah, maybe I will do this.
Okay.
You might want to step back for this one, actually.
Can I step up?
Well, yeah, actually, you climb up first.
Okay.
Get as far away as you can.
Okay, well, good luck, Seamus. And Seamus just like... he's making weird wolf panic sounds. As Dilly just kind of like salutes him and climbs up through the hole.
Okay, Minnie's going to take out her how high is the hole above us?
15 feet.
Oh, fantastic. She's going to open up her spell book. She's going to go to a story about a certain boy and a big beanstalk, and she's going to cast Enlarge on herself. And now Minnie is 14 feet tall. Hello. She's a big girl.
Okay. Does it Enlarge give you any bonuses to strength, or is it just purely a height?
I have advantage on strength checks.
Okay, so you're gonna have to give me a strength check because you're gonna break open the earth in front of you, I assume, and kind of come out.
I'm so big. Oh, that's good. 17.
You flip open and you do the Brassica voice in your head where he tells the story of Jacqueline, the young maiden who climbed a beanstalk, and you can see the spell in the margins of it, and as you think of the badger, the spells kind of the runes and glyphs on the page light up, and then you see that they're lighting on your hands, along your arms, along your chest, up your neck, and you just feel yourself move. The room gets smaller around you, and then you feel your hands and your back just touching the roof, and with a stretch of your hands up over your head, you tear open the earth, pulling the roots of plants and weeds and smaller trees apart, and the morning light just cracks in over you, and a rain of dirt and dust and pebbles spills down around you. It's like being showered in dust, and you hear kind of a whimper from Seamus, and then he clambers up you and up onto the ground around you. As you begin to hoist yourself up, standing 20 feet away from you, you see Tilly in the arms of a woman with an axe to her throat. Move and she fucking dies. You hear me?
Okay.
You tall fucking bitch. Roll for initiative, and we'll take a break there.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck her up. Oh yeah, the movement knife is out.
Movement knife is out. We're taking a break. We will see you in 10 minutes.
Yay!
Grab a drink, stretch, hydrate, relax. We'll be back.
See you in a minute. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill her. Wiggle, wiggle.
We're back.
Hi. It's
We're back.
all of us again. I assume we should all go away now. Yeah.
Yeah, you all go away again.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
See you
Oh, we
later.
will see
Love
you.
you.
We're
I'm
just here for the
going to
Mooney and the
die.
declaration. Okay, so initiative rolls, please, Mooney.
Oh my god. Disadvantage. 4.
Okay.
I don't mind going last.
That's okay. I'm gonna make my nat 20, and on the dice that Fiona gave me. So...
Yay! I hope that was for either Seamus or Tilly.
No, it wasn't. It was for Vera, the lady
No.
with the axe to Tilly's throat.
God, I hate her so much.
Okay, and then that's another one, and then to do. Oh boy. So Tilly's initiative. Okay, so she's gone before you anyway. So our running order is the axe lady, somebody else ? Tilly, and Seamus, and then Mooney.
I don't mind that. I'm okay with that.
As you stare her down, and she pulls the axe tighter to Tilly's neck, Mooney, and she spits out the "Don't make a move, you tall bitch." She kind of looks over her shoulder, kind of Murphy. For fuck's sake, Murphy, get your ass together. And stepping around from a bush is the fella hoisting up his pants. I was like, I told you, I need, look, when nature calls, nature calls. So, fuck, she's big. And he's looking at the chains in his hands. Oh, all right, fine, fuck it. And you see him, he starts to swing the chain.
No.
Okay, give me a. Oh, instead of dealing. Okay, I still have to hit you, I suppose. And a 9 does not hit, correct?
Doesn't hit. Armor class is 10.
God damn it. The chain flies free from it. He's spinning it quicker and quicker, and then eventually it just flies free from his hand. And when it wraps around the trunk of a slightly overturned tree, slightly uprooted tree next to you. As it wraps around, he flicks it, and the chain unravels, and he spins it out again. God. Okay, not rolling the Fiona dice anymore. They're good for initiative checks.
Good.
That was an 8.
Yay, get wrecked.
He wraps it round the exact same tree. You still fucking pissed, Murphy, and Vera kind of like spits at him. Oh, fuck's sake. Look, lady, no offense, but could you just stand still? And it is Tilly and Seamus. I don't know who you are. If I owe you money, I'm sorry. And can I just say to my very tall friend there that it's been great, and I love the bones off you. Like, I would, some would say I'd almost be buried alive. You know, I'd love to just be buried alive with you.
Oh, the same here.
And Seamus just starts growling. But not Seamus, though. Just us. If you could just... Oh, it'd be great to be buried here, right and now. Give me a stealth check.
We're getting real fed up with this disadvantage. They're both shit. 8.
Shut up, you stupid little bitch. And she presses, and you actually now see a little trickle of blood coming from Tilly. Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up and hope to be buried alive.
Buried alive.
It is your action, Mooney.
Oh God.
opposite dumpering what I wanted to do, but fine. I guess I'll bury them alive, and I will cast. They're 30 feet away from me.
Murphy is about 35, 40, but Vera would be about 30 feet away.
Good stuff. I'm going to cast my my mold earth, and I'm going to excavate a little 5-foot cube right where Vera is standing, but I don't want to get Tilly in it.
Okay. And you're gonna open it. Is it like in the same? Like you're literally just gonna open the earth beneath her?
Yes, I'm going to instantaneously excavate it. So yep.
Okay. With kind of watching you do the same thing before, where you dug your hands into the earth, Tilly kind of braces herself a little bit, like she tries to get as loose and as limber as she possibly can, because she held her action for this purposes. And as you scrape at the earth, she feels the ground beneath her feet shift a little bit. She looks down, looks up at you, kind of gives you a, and then ducks under, ducks under Vera. And she is going to use her action to disengage, but has to make a strength save. Okay. That is 16 versus. Okay, plus 2 to this. 7. So Tilly manages to slide out under as Vera topples backwards and falls in through the excavated earth beneath her. She collapses straight down through it with a fuck, and she reaches up and starts scrambling at the dirt to try and hold on. I'm going to give her a dex save just to see if she can stop herself falling straight down. And on a nat 1, she does not. She goes right, and that was a Fiona dice. Back to the other dice. She goes straight down, and Murphy's just like, Vera, what the fuck? And Tilly bolts it. Like, she starts to run it and just whistles at Seamus. Okay, Mooney, it's been great. Best of luck with those manticores. And she runs.
I'm using my movement to run after her. Dush, 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 dush.
You're going to run with her as well. Okay.
Yep, I'm going with her.
As you... What's the range on this? Okay, and Murphy's going to give a chase, and he is going to attack you. Okay, that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
But make a strength saving throw for me, Mooney, because he's not trying to hurt you, he's trying to trip you.
Okay, 9.
No, the chain wraps around your leg, and you stumble up over yourself, kind of unused to the height that you are. You fall forward with a thud, and immediately you hear the rattling of the chains again as he starts to swing the other end of it, and your eye just catches a hook glistening on it. And that is a 16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. And sorry. Take 4 piercing damage as the hunk sinks into your calf on your left leg, and it slices and catches. You have been knocked prone, by the way.
No, don't knock me prone. Don't knock me prone.
It is... Okay, so Vera is currently buried and is going to make a strength check.
Is it too late for me to rat on something?
Go on.
Shouldn't you have had advantage on your strength save because of enlarged reduce?
No,
I'm
she's still
exhausted.
exhausted, so they're cancelling each out.
Level 1 is ability checks, not saves. I'm going to go back on mute. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, for the next time, that would be great. So we can use it for the next time.
No.
Oh
dear.
I love how it comes in with that at the very end. It is.
I had to check. I didn't want to be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry. Bye.
Tilly and Seamus have just bolted. They don't engage if they don't have to.
But it's me. I'm their friend.
You're the obstacle between them and the man trying to catch them. So.
Oh my god.
That's what friends are for.
Minnie's so upset. Minnie's so confused. She doesn't understand.
You watch as Tilly rides away on Seamus's back.
She cries out for them.
She doesn't look back.
Oh god. Oh no.
You hear the chain rattle as Murphy starts to get closer, and Murphy he stands at about kind of 5'10", sort of he looks strong, but dad bod kind of strong. His pants are barely kind of tied around his waist a little bit, and he looks a bit sloppy. Shaved head. And a long, deep scar running down the right side of his face that cuts into a patchy goatee. He's wearing thick black and brown armor, leather, with patches of cloth kind of poking out here and there.
Oh god. Are we still in initiative?
Yes, we are, yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast oh god. I'm gonna cast I'm going to lose concentration on. First of all, I'm going to lose concentration on enlarge.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm hoping that that's going to loosen the.
It does. You are no longer. Yeah, you're not no longer prone, but you are still on the ground.
Okay.
So you're still to use prone. You're not prone in the sense of me having advantage on as attacks, but you're not tied up effectively. So you're not tangled in the chains. That's where the prone was coming from. But you're still going to have to use half your movement speed to get up.
I don't want to do that. So I've lost concentration on my enlarge. I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Murphy.
Okay.
He has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, great. He's really good at this. That's a 16.
Oh, that's what he needed. He needed a 15.
That's a 16 with no bonuses. Like he's a straight 0 on wisdom.
God darn it.
Okay. You scramble at the magic and the words, the memories of the pages, the words, the jokes, the funny stories. It's there and you can feel it. You can see Braska's paw skimming through the pages, but when you think of Braska, you then see him as the wooden little figure, and then you remember Tilly and Seamus running off, and you just feel the tears kind of welling up around you, and you cast the magic out, but it's weak. It's like being hit with cobwebs, and you see it kind of, he feels it. It's like, what the fuck is that? Wow. Are you trying to fucking hex me?
No. And she's going to use her furball magic and turn invisible.
Okay. That's your reaction?
That's my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use half my movement to get up and the other half to run in a random direction.
You just whimper out and no. At the same time as you go to move, you blink and you just, you witch. And you just blink into invisibility and just run. Give me a stealth check with advantage. Okay. Even with the exhaustion, you're gonna have advantage on this.
Oh my god!
Purely because James isn't there, he can't disrupt us right now.
Okay, I want to get rid of that dice because that dice
is
very good.
Roll, cat, roll. It's gonna come back.
Oh no, they're so bad. Oh, can I roll again? Because you like me. No, I rolled an 8.
Would you let me give her my inspiration?
I
know it's not necessarily transferable, so fair enough if no.
It's not, but I'm not rolling to hit you or anything. Because the idea here is you're running and you're running through woodlands. He's going to be keeping an eye on like the brush and stuff moving around you. So he has he's still gonna have disadvantage on hitting you, but he's very, very perplexed as you run into the thick of the woods. He is going to make an attack. He is going to do it in your general direction, but it is going to be at disadvantage. And I'm going to roll both the Fiona dice and the other dice I have. I don't know why I have other dice, but I'm going to roll both these two things, and we're going to see. Okay, fuck. Okay, that's a 15 to hit with disadvantage.
It hits. It hits my soul.
Okay, so a couple of things happen at this moment.
No, please just do one.
You just start to run, Mooney, and you run into the thick of trees and the tall grass. And as you do, you just feel it kind of bending and rustling and snapping in your direction as you run. You can hear that man shouting after you. You can hear him cursing and spitting under his breath. You can hear the rattling of the chain. Then you hear it cut and whistle through the air as the wind rustles through the holes in the chain links. And bounding in front of you, up over a log and in over the thick of the tall grass, you see Seamus with Tilly on his back. He is struck. Seamus takes the brunt of the chain. Yeah, that does hit. And he's going to roll for damage on this. Kind of starting to regret what I did now, but we'll see. Oh, fuck, that's a D8. I'll roll the Fiona cursed dice, so we can blame Fiona if this goes badly. It did not go badly. That's 6 piercing damage as the chain strikes at Seamus. He lets out a yelp. Tilly just goes, fuck! And she falls from him. And she rolls. She was going to try and make it a surprise attack, but it's no longer a surprise. And it's... Okay, but a 19 is definitely going to hit this guy. It does. And she is going to... Okay, she does 4 piercing damage as she fires an arrow and just runs towards Seamus, who is kind of breathing on it. He's on his side and he's kind of getting up, and she's just looking at you. Well, run. Run. Like, you're not big anymore, so run.
Only if you run with me.
And she's reaching around her satchels. And look, if there's one thing I've learned about my time as a nun, and it's smoke bomb, and she literally just throws a smoke bomb in his direction and runs.
Yes.
So you're just gonna bolt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna run. We're gonna run together.
Okay. Seamus is trying to keep up pace, but he is injured because of Fiona and her dice. And the two of you start running. You run. And as you do, Mooney, as the light begins to, as the sun begins to rise and dawn begins to turn into day, through the line of trees, you see someone. And there's a woman standing there made out of light itself, and she gestures to the north. And she's not there anymore when you pass the next tree.
Are we heading in that direction?
Well, you're heading kind of east. So you turn kind of like for no other reason other than you saw a lady point that way. You start to run that way.
I call out to Tilly and Seamus to veer north.
Tilly's just running, so she's just running. When you turn, she turns with you.
Okay, good. As long as they stay with me.
As you turn and run, you pass a large oak tree. And on it, you see carved a broken hourglass.
That's it. That's one of the 4 marks. We need to be here.
No, we need to be anywhere but here, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
And Tilly's still like, she's running as fast as her little halfling legs can carry her.
Okay, but we need to come back here. But yeah, good idea. We need to get very far. Very, very far away.
And as the two of you run and Murphy attempts to dig his partner out of her grave, we cut to the others and the group. And Nulra, give me a initiative roll.
Ooh. Don't fuck up.
Is my horse still here?
Don't kill my babies.
We're about to see.
The horse.
Are you referring to the manticores as your babies
Where
now?
are my babies now?
Mooney's babies, leave them alone.
Babies.
They just misunderstood.
We need
I got
the
it.
Tilly, Seamus, and the killer manticores. They're all my friends.
Mooney, I'm really sorry, but I might not be your friend after this.
Oh no! Just don't tell Minnie.
That's such confidence, such confidence. Let's keep this up. I got a 16 on my initiative roll, Declan.
That's interesting because Navish got a 17 on hers.
What dice is that?
That's on my dice. On the other dice, Averix, the dice that you gave me, Averix rolled a 2.
Okay, continue
So-
using those dice.
Okay, no, because I was like, I'm rolling for them separately. So our turn order for this is Navish, Nora, Averix. Okay.
I'm so not in like an RP mood. I was just enjoying sitting back and watching Mooney do her thing, and now it's like, oh fuck.
Look, it's fine.
Here we go.
It might not last that long, so it's okay.
Oh.
So mean.
Yeah. What's the AC of a horse? Let me just double check. Horse.
Why would they go
AC.
for the horse first? You're just doing that because you hate me.
No, not the horse.
I'm going for the horse first because if the horse falls and you land badly, you might get, smushed under the horse and therefore you become easy pickings.
No.
Okay, its armor class is only 10. Great. Okay. Nat 20.
Oh my god, Declan, you're so cruel.
And that wasn't on your dice. That was on the other dice. I'm using your dice for Averix.
I'm so
Anisha's-
sorry, chat, for his animal cruelty this session. First Seamus, now the horse.
No, first
Do
it was
not condone
Brassica.
this.
First it was Brassica.
Oh, no, he deserved it. He deserved it. That was not cruel.
No,
That was
my
mercy.
baby. I've got so many goals now. I need to save Brassica. I need to befriend the manticores.
Put my horse back together.
I need to join a rebellion.
Find your family.
Find a family.
Nora, you look back, and as you do, you just see the gaping maw of the purple and grey manticore creature. Just like it lunges over the edge of the road, over a cliffside of the hill, down towards you. It buries itself straight into your horse. Good thing you didn't name it.
Maybe she did. You don't know that.
Okay, well, here's hoping you didn't, because I'm gonna eat it.
Goodbye, Declan, my horse. Declan.
No, Declan the horse. You're gonna save him. 6 plus 2. That's 8. Plus 13. Okay, no, that is a 19. Navish very she throws herself straight at the horse, and as her jaw bites into the top of your horse's neck, she throws her full weight under it and buries her claws into its belly and just rips it wide open. Give me a dex saving throw.
I get advantage.
Do you? Are you just giving yourself advantage?
Danger sense. I sense danger.
Danger sense. I'm being chased by 2 manticores.
I got an 18. Good thing I got the advantage because my first one was a 1.
Womp womp womp.
James, I have a feeling you've sat there with kind of a little a rap thing going on. Is there?
No,
you wanna see
I'm
it?
just thinking is Spider-Man a barbarian? Is Danger Sense a Spidey sense?
Yeah.
Is my horse getting eviscerated underneath me?
A danger.
A danger.
Okay.
I'll leave that to the DM.
My riding animal has just exploded.
I might be in danger. As you feel Declan the horse crumble and fall forward, you throw yourself immediately from him, and you hit the ground with a thud, but barrel roll kind of up onto your knees and feet. It is your action, Nora. You do not see the red and brown one. You only see Navish.
Does Nora recognize them? Does she know what these creatures are?
You wouldn't have encountered them. Give me a nature check.
Nature check. 4.
Mountain lions. They look like very ugly, weird mountain lions.
Oh no.
You have no idea what they are.
Cool. Okay, because she doesn't recognize them for the danger that they are. She saw what happened to her horse, but she's still feeling confident. She thinks she can take these things. She's going to immediately pull up from her roll and whip an axe out and just eyeball the one that made her horse explode. She's not saying anything. She's not roaring. She's just going to go for it with the axe.
Okay, make an attack roll.
You leave Declan alone.
Oh, thanks.
Declan with 2 N's.
23 to hit.
Declan. That hits. Yeah, roll for damage.
Damage is 7.
Okay. Literally her face is buried into Declan's open stomach and chest. And as you let out a scream and swing with the axe to leave your dead horse alone, she looks up and she brings her claw up and you slash straight across her claw and she lets out a howling scream. A bonus action.
Has Nora noticed that the other one is not around?
Yes, you remember you were being chased by 2, but you don't see the second.
Okay, she'll pull back a little bit and just take a breath and enter her rage because she needs someone with her right now. She's nervous, but she's not going to let them see. So she wants Great Granny to come and help.
Oh, Granny, please help.
There's nobody there.
Oh no.
Declan.
No. You feel again. You enter. You fixate on the anger inside you, and you draw it out, and a coldness runs down your back. There's nothing here. There's only the rage.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm right in front of you, and if you can't see that, well...
I'm talking to you.
Oh, what are you reaching out to some sort of god? A prayer? Oh, they all like to pray in the end. It's quite funny. And she lets out kind of a wet cackle.
You might want to get that checked out.
That was your bonus action going to rage?
Yes. And
Okay.
sass.
Oh, rage and sass. Okay.
Don't kill me, please.
Mooney, you want to hurry up there, Mooney?
Oh, Vinny's gone forever.
Okay. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 16s and a 21 to hit you. And that is...
Oh, that was a heavy throw.
That is 27 piercing damage.
That's a lot of
Havo.
damage.
Did someone do the maths? Havo that, please. 13?
13 was rounded up though, so it's 14.
14? Okay. I'll take that. I'll take it. Oh my goodness.
As you snap back at the manticore, the creature in front of you, and like her eyes, there is something wicked about her eyes. The yellowness of them, it's not even cat eyes. The yellow looks grotesque. And as you grip and you feel that your knuckles whiten as you grip the handle of your axe, you just hear 3 whistling sounds as spikes come flurrying out of the tree line. And before you have a chance to bring your weapon up to deflect, 2 catch you in your forearm and 1 catches you just in your midriff as they stick into your skin. These 3 almost graphite-like spikes cut into you, and there is a stinging pain. Anything to say to that?
Her instinct is just to, sorry, Umbra, whip these fucking things out and just fling them to the side. Her heart's racing. Like nothing, like she's lived in Canuck for most of her life. Nothing has hit her this hard before, so she's freaked out.
Okay. As you pull the 3, you pull the 2 claws out from your arm. As you reach for the 3rd, immediately the grey and purple one leaps straight up at you, and she bites into your hand. She bites straight down through the palm of your hand, and you hear the handle of your axe crack. And that is.
Oh my god.
9 piercing damage, so 5 piercing damage.
You just really want to break my axe and my heart right now.
So 14. So a 14 doesn't hit?
It does.
Oh, okay. And then the other one was a 50. Well, it was a 19. And that is, it's a D6.
I'm just going to check my real time and see when Mooney's meant to arrive.
10. So 10 slashing damage, so 5 slashing damage. Her teeth, her entire mouth opens up and grabs your hand. And as she lifts her head up, as she reaches your arm up, you just feel her claws rip from your arm straight down across your chest and down your body. And then a second claw tears across as she tries to literally cut you open. Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
You are beating at 21.
21.
Oh, well, beats it. She's trying to push you down. Like she's trying to, it's the same kind of thing she did with Declan the horse. She's trying to use her weight now to bury you. And you feel your knees buckle. You feel the blood just rushing down around you. And all you feel is a cold, utter detachment. And then you feel strength in your footing, and you press back, and you just see her eyes widen with delight. It's your action, Nora.
Ooh. She's just going to scream into the one that's on top of her, into the face of it. But her hands are shaking on the axe. This is alien to her. Nothing is this strong. She's never faced anything like this that she can remember. But she's got tunnel vision at the moment, and all she can think of is these things need to be ended right now. So she's going to go for the one that's on top of her. And that is 21 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Damage. 14 damage.
Okay. That stings it more than the last one. Okay. Bonus actions?
No, she's instinctively going to step back, which is going to take her back a little bit.
Okay. Forcing this creature back as it pressed down on you to bury you, you shove back, and with that same motion, you kind of do a half turn with your axe, and you feel it slice, and you catch it right under its right paw and an arm, and it cuts deep. It lets out a howl, and this toxic, stinking, foul mucus seems to just pour out of it. You take a step back and you see that she's limping on that leg, that she seems to be weakened on that leg. And you just put a kind of a step between you and it the entire time, keeping an eye on the tree line for where the spikes came out of. Give me a perception check.
Ooh. Perception. 17.
You don't see anything in the tree line. I rolled a 22. You keep an eye, like you know where you were shot. You saw them a second before it was too late. You keep an eye on the tree line, and you just hear a, "Oh, you will taste the best." And straight again, she's up to bite, and that's a 23. Plus...
I'm doing an Emma, and I'm not even going to say anything.
Sorry, I've lost my. Here we go.
Okay.
That is 5 piercing damage, so 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to try and claw. Okay, that's an 8, so that doesn't work. And that is a 10.
No.
Okay. As she lunges up again, and now for the third time, you, having taken a step back with your great axe in your hand, you go to just kind of swat at her, and immediately her teeth bear down into your shoulder, and you feel them scratch against muscle, nerve, and bone. She goes to rend you straight to the ground, and at the same time, she swipes out with her claws just to kind of slice you open, like a cross cut. With pain coursing through your body, you twist upwards, and the gash on your shoulder opens, but you clear out of the harm's reach of her claws.
She can't help it. She can't help it. Whoops. Lost your touch there, kitty.
She's still chomping onto your shoulder.
Whoopsie.
And she shakes her head back a little bit, and some of your blood sprays on the ground just around her. When my brother and I get out of here, we'll eat that little one with the broken horns first. And her eyes search the woods. It's your action.
Oh, fucking cow. Yep, go for her again. She's caught my attention. That is 19 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh, 15.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm not adding my... Oh, I've forgotten to add my rage damage. That would be a 17.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
Bonus attack.
Please let me explode her. Please let me explode her. You won't be going anywhere near my fucking sister.
And you're not taking any bonus action.
No.
Okay. As you curse at her that she's not going to go anywhere near your sister, you swing your great axe. It cuts across her face. You slice into her jaw up along her muzzle, narrowly missing her eye, and she recoils and lets out a shriek. And you just hear, "Avarice, now!" And right behind you, you hear rustling as he has stalked around to make a surprise attack. And that is, I didn't do that with advantage. So it's a 20, an unnatural 20 to hit for his bite. Okay. Okay, that is a 22 on his first claw. Okay, that was a nat 1, but he has advantage. And a 15 on the second, so all those attacks hit. Okay, D6 plus a D. Okay, so 10 plus 6, 16.
Oh, fuck.
23 piercing damage. So
That's 12. Stone's endurance, please.
Okay. He's now on top of you as well. You've, as you just kind of turn your head,
Sorry, I rolled a 12.
Okay. You instinctively, you hear, it happens, but you hear a voice, like an echoed whisper. Nora, you stupid girl. And your skin grows cold like stone as Avarix bites straight down and scratches, and there's the sound of claw and tooth scratching against stone, and he recoils. But you find yourself pinched between both Navish and Avarix.
What was the original damage there, Declan? I just want to make sure.
12.
It was
after,
12. Okay.
Yeah, after I had after your resistance.
Okay.
It is Navish's turn.
No, I know what you're going to say. Bye, everybody.
I nat 20.
No.
Nat 20 on her bite.
Oh no.
That's a 21 on her first claw. And an 18 on her second claw.
Oh no.
So the D8 is 12 plus 3 is 15. 5, 20. 26 piercing damage.
Okay. 13.
So rounded down to 13.
Okay.
As Avarice literally haunches straight up and into you, and you feel him scratch into your skin before you even have a second to react. Navish is on you, and she bites. She goes for your throat, and she gets your clavicle and shoulder again. And as she does, she buries one claw into your thigh and another claw into your other shoulder, and she's flaying you. It's your action.
Nora just let out a cry, like it's not a roar, it's not a curse for once. No one will have ever heard her make this noise before. And she just starts immediately shaking. She has like a quick flash in her head. She's been in this place before, and you only get lucky once. And she's terrified. And all she can think of, she doesn't even care about herself right now. All she can hear is the words that they wanted to go after Dayara next. And she knows that if she dies, the rest are soon to follow. And she wants to go forward. She wants to slash this thing in half, but she just feels herself walking backwards. Is there anything behind her? Is there any escape?
Avarix is right behind you.
There's nothing like around me. I can't see any way out.
You were as you were running through, like as you were racing through on horseback, you were running between the edges of two inclines of the woods. This is a road that has been carved into the forest land. So in front of you, the path continues. Behind you, the path curves behind those stones, and you just see tree line of thick, spindling pine trees.
She's gonna grip her axe, and to her surprise, she'll feel like a tear rolling down her cheek, and she's still shaking. And then her mind is racing. What can she do now? All she knows is to swing this fucking axe, and it's not working. And she feels we're in a serious moment, but down her jocks, she'll feel coldness. And she'll remember that she put down her pants, the tincture that Ilaria gave them. And she's gonna reach into her fucking trousers and whip out the potion. Still shaking, take the cork out, and she's gonna down it. because this is her last resort.
Shots.
As you grab the vial, and it feels cold in your hand, but it lights up, and you see Navish just kind of stare at it kind of quizzically as all this happens, and as your thumb finds the edge of the cork and you just flick it open, you hear what sounds like a breath captured for it, just escaping from this little vial. And over your shoulder, you feel a hand just glide over you and grip you, and a body press around you as a second hand wraps you tightly. Whispered in your ear, you hear fury in battle, fury in blood. In his very nature, call out his name, Kugga's wrath. And the hand tilts the bottle closer to your lips, and as you feel yourself trembling, in that moment, you feel the safety and warmth of Illyria's arms, and the potion slides down your neck. And we will leave the session there.
No, how very dare you?
So mean.
It's 10:30. People have places to go and DMs to annoy.
Yay! We did it!
It's like a slush puppy, and then you die.
So James, Emma, and Alish, I'm so sorry that did not go the way I had intended. And I feel bad that I had the three of you just sit there on camera. I do feel really bad.
That's
sorry.
okay. I made memes.
You made
and-
memes. Alish kissed a cream egg and...
Oh, I want a cream egg.
Cream egg. Does the potion taste like cream egg?
It does not. It tastes... we'll find out in 2 weeks' time.
It's like trauma.
Sorry guys. I'm sorry. Like I do love a cliffhanger, but I am just aware that it is 10:30. People have work tomorrow and stuff like that as well. So
I won't even be here in 2 weeks, you monster.
I'm tired.
I need Umbra to heal me.
I'll play Umbra. I'll play Umbra next time. Hey y'all. Howdy. Howdy.
Poor Umbra.
To everybody in chat, thank you for joining us this evening. We are moving Rise of the Forsaken to Monday nights, and we are D8 Dungeon, a group of Irish tabletop role-playing game enthusiasts turned podcasters and streamers. You can check us out here on Twitch every second Monday for Rise of the Forsaken. Next Wednesday for our show Saving Grace, a gothic horror exploration into one woman's grief and rage. And this Friday, our podcast Romancing the Dungeon drops a brand new episode, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy. It's a combat episode too, and I don't leave it on. Actually, I do leave it on a cliffhanger. I'm so sorry. I do leave it on a cliffhanger. I can't even say I don't leave it on a cliffhanger. I do. I'm so sorry.
So mean.
So mean. I do love a cliffhanger though. I have been Declan, your dungeon master. I have been joined this evening by Kat as Mooney, Fiona as Top Liver / Nora, Emma as Redmond, Tilly's crush, Eilish as Diara, the next cat treat, and James as Umbra. We also have to unpack what the hell's wrong with that freak the next time as well. So you did the whole weird thing with the magic. Remember, you got all with like
Yeah. And R.I.P. in pieces, Declan the horse. We hardly knew you.
Oh, another animal dead.
Jesus.
So many dead animals in this campaign. They're all dead.
Dead animals
you.
and dead Maz.
It's what I'll be known for. I really hope you had a blast. One last shout out: if you are looking to pick up some TTRPG goodies, we have an affiliate link with the Rook and the Raven. So for all your customizable player journals, DM journals for your player characters, campaigns, all that stuff, if you head on over to the Rook and the Raven and use the code D8Dungeon, you'll get 15% off your order, and you can customize it to your heart's content. I'm still waiting on mine from Eilish. Apparently, she sent me one. I don't know when I'm going to get her. Still waiting on it. I had posted the last day from her, and I thought that was it, but it was just too thin, and it felt like a bill. So we shall wait and see. We're back in 2 weeks' time. I really hope you join us then. If not, do please come and hang out with us on our Discord channel. It's a bit of a blast over there, and have a great week. And I hope to talk to you all again soon.
We'll post up the picture that James did of the Manticore.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to see it.
This is a preview.
Perfect.
Oh.
Uncanny.
Uncanny, I couldn't tell. And do stick around because we are going to drop in and raid another crowd that are running their own games as well. So we're going to drop in and see how they're getting on. Quick shout out to Zan in chat. Zan has their own show that you can check out as well on Twitch, and we will pop deets. Let me see if I can get deets really quick for Zan. Oh, well, James gets the raid.
No, I have it prepared and I know what I'm doing. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I was just looking to buy some time. That's all.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, well, we're done now.
Got there first.
So do make sure you check out Zan's stream and their games. It's
Jordy is
Kids
fine.
Brooms, I think
Jordy.
is the system.
Okay.
Okay, we're off to raid. Let's go support. And I actually think Jordy's doing a charity stream at the moment as well. So
Oh,
Perfect. She is doing a charity stream.
Love a bit of charity.
we do
Deadly
love
fun.
charity.
This is going
Let's
great.
go have a watch.
Okay. I'm going to cut to the outro here and then we're going to go raid. So bye-bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.